Hi guys, Horse Trader here. Building on the last episode, we are looking to implement a basic selection strategy based on the form of runners in a race. So first, we're going to want to calculate the form rating of a horse based on a simple concept. We're going to look at the minimum average of each of the runners' form history. So we'll go ahead and quickly do all our prerequisite functions to sign in. And we're going to get a market response for some Australian horse racing. Alright, so similar to the last video, we are going to look at, what am I searching? We're in dictionary level. Okay. Alright, so we've got one market. Let's enter that. We'll actually just get straight into the runners. We'll go runners. Alright, see how many runners we have in this. So we've got 13 runners, okay. So I guess first of all, we're going to want to look at one of these runners to explain this concept a bit better. So we want to access the metadata and then the form. So our strategy, we have the last 5 results. It came second, it came fifth, it came second, it came greater than ninth, and it came fourth. So we're going to want to take the average of this form and then compare it against all the other runners' averages, and whoever has the lowest will be rated as the best horse. So to go ahead, we'll get a rating number from this just for one horse first, and then we'll make a function we can use to analyze the rest of the runners. So first things first, we have a string of characters which are going to be integers, or floats in this case, since we want to do an average. So we're going to go and break this into a list. So we'll go form a list is a list of this string. So this should break it up into a list of characters. Just have a look if that worked. Yep, so they're all separate entries now. For example, we can access the two, etc. So now we have that, we want to average them. So we'll start with some constant. We'll go form rating 0, form index. So this is going to be our summation. This is going to be our n, if anyone is familiar with the average formula in mathematics. So we'll go for form in form list, form entry. For form entry in form list. And there's going to be some characters we want to look out for. So X is spell, which means the horse hasn't ran for a while. 0 is equal to greater than ninth place. So when we're calculating our form, we want to be able to take this into account. So with the spell, we could either just exclude it from the form rating, or we could do some other fancy things like average all the races before the spell, weight that by say 0.5, average all of the races after the spell, and we'll multiply that by 1 and then add them together, for example. But for this case, we'll just ignore any of the spells from our calculation. So if form entry is not equal to X, we'll go form rating is equal to form rating plus float of form entry. So if it's not X, so we're excluding X from our calculation, we want to go in and just add that first character. In this example, that would be the 2, to our form rating of 0 initially. Then when it loops around, it'll go into the 5, it'll add 5 to 2, and then etc. So we want to increment our form index. So this is just going to say each time we add something to our summation, we want to capture the increase in that n, or sample number. And then we have a simple calculation for our actual form rating. We'll go form rating is, we have to name something else. Form rating is equal to form rating, form index. So summation over number of samples. Pretty straightforward. And then we'll see what we get. Form list. $13. That actually seems a bit high. Something here must not be well. There we go. Yeah, that's much more like it. 2.6.